Hi everyone. I think, yes. Right, I'm live, I know for sure now. So good to see you all. I see some lovely people. Mary, so nice that you're here from Ireland. And Catherine and Katharina and Mijnke and Jenny and Genevieve and everyone else that I missed. Let me check. Rick, Amanda, Fina, lovely, Helle, Tom, Nancy, Lichea, and many more. I'm not going to call you all out because that'll be lots of time. Thank you so everyone for being here. I'm in Portugal with a lovely background. I thought I'd share it with you. That'd be, it's always nice. So today's meditation, we're going to align ourselves with goodness. And it's just so easy to get stuck in difficulty and in, difficulty of life, in our sadness, in our pain. And, especially in these times with the pandemic, even though we're hopefully slowly getting out, it's still the effects of that. And there's all sorts of things so common. And when we don't feel well, that's usually all we see. So it can be super helpful without trying to make anything go away or without pretending it's not there. There are sort of two parallel universes, you could almost say. The one where we see the problems and the difficulties, and the one where we can focus on that there are millions of acts of goodness in the world as well, and beautiful initiatives and people looking after each other right now and every moment again, all the way, even now when we're sitting here together. So it's just about us deciding to focus on that today, to see how that works for our system. And that's something you have to remember to do, especially when life gets tough, because that's how we navigate tough times. Yeah, otherwise we just drown in it, and there's no good in that either. So I just want to share that technique with you and that idea. Okay, so let's start. So if you can find a comfortable seat that you can sit in comfortably for about 20-25 minutes. And then before you start to close your eyes, just have a look around. And you just do that really relaxed. Just to notice where you are, so that your mind can arrive where your body is, in the space that your body is. You come out of any stories in the head. And you just arrive right here. And once you and I can feel it when I do that. There's an energy that's up here that sort of lands in the body when I do that. And then when I feel I've landed in my body, you can close your eyes if you like. And of course, if closing your eyes doesn't feel comfortable, you can just take your gaze down, soften your gaze. And take a seat that you feel alert and at the same time at ease. So we sit with alertness and a sense of ease. So there's softness in your posture, gentleness and kindness, so that we can sit and be present. And then we can sit with graciousness. It's like sitting on a throne with graciousness. And then you can begin to bring your attention to your breath, noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. The in-breath as it comes in, the out-breath as it goes out. And feeling this breath within the body. So soften the mind, don't grip the breath with the mind, just notice the breath being there. Noticing the movement of the body as you inhale and exhale. Soften the mind. And being with the breathing can help you to drop into presence and sense a feeling of presence, sensation of presence. And then you can begin to notice your body. And perhaps notice if there are any places in the body that are tight and that you could maybe relax somewhat or completely. And you can start by relaxing your eyes. Noticing any tension perhaps that you're holding around your eyes and see, can that soften, can that let go? And noticing maybe any tightness or tension around the mouth, the jaw, and can you let that go? The teeth coming apart, the jaw relaxing. Relaxing the whole head. Feeling the neck, the throat, the shoulders. You can just release any tightness around the shoulders and let them drop down. Don't push them down, just relax them. Allowing the arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms to fully relax. The hands. And as you feel and relax the hands, can you notice some aliveness, some feeling of aliveness in the hands? It's like a tingling sensation or just energy moving. And perhaps you feel nothing, that too is just fine. Just be with your hands. And bringing your attention to your chest. Softening your heart. So that you can allow the experiences to land with kindness in the heart. Whatever you're going through, whatever you feel at the moment, there's softness and kindness in the heart. The belly soft. You can just receive the next breath in a softened belly. And relaxing your whole back, leaving everything behind you from the day. Everything that's come before today. Just arriving right here, right now where you are. Feeling that relaxation moving into your lower belly, into your pelvis, into the pelvic bowl. And down the legs, relaxing the upper legs, the knees, the lower legs, feet. And notice the support of your seat. Maybe it's a chair, maybe it's a cushion. You might feel your feet on the floor. Notice the stability and the solidity and how the earth is holding you, supporting you. And that can be Another cue to relax even deeper. Just letting go and letting go more and more. And then we're going to align ourselves with goodness. And even when you go through hard times, the best way to navigate hard times is to also remember all those hundreds and millions of acts of goodness, of people doing good in the world. So we're going to connect to this parallel universe that is not the universe of worry and loss and difficulty that we all know so well. But instead it's the universe of abundance and generosity and joy. And as you sit, let's start with holding the body with loving awareness. It's a way of saying thank you to your body. Your body has carried you all these years to this place, to this point, right now. It's worked hard for you. And it's trying to protect you in many ways subconsciously. So right now you might just want to say to your body, thank you, I'm good. At this moment I'm okay. You can relax now. You can relax now. And then we can do the same with our heart. Just bring your attention to your heart. Feel your heart. And remember that your heart has helped you with all your emotions. Emotions like tears and grief and anger, but also hope and creativity and love. Just hold that with loving awareness. You can feel like a space around that all. And you can thank your heart. Thank you for holding all this. And then you can tell your heart, you can relax right now. I'm good right now, I'm safe. So let your heart soften. When your body is at ease and your heart is at ease, it's easier to come to presence and to open yourself to all these acts of goodness that we'll look at in a moment. And then there's the mind. The mind is always busy with planning, with figuring things out, with remembering, with analyzing and judging and evaluating. But notice that there is also a space around all of that. You are so much bigger than your heart, than your mind and all the contents of that. And know that your mind too is primarily busy with protecting you. So you can thank your mind and say to your mind, I'm good right now, right this moment, during this meditation, I'm good. You can relax now. And now in this great place of stillness and of openness, you can let yourself envision this field of goodness all these billions acts of goodness offered by people from one to another, happening every moment, even right now when we meditate. And we can open our mind to this and tune into this with our heart and with our awareness. Think about the millions of parents that are feeding their children every day. No matter what they need to do for that, they do it. And feel the goodness in that, the love and the care that parents put into their children to feed them and raise them. And then all these millions of grown children that are caring for their parents when they need it. They support them, they look after them when they can't look after themselves anymore. And all these other people that are caring for their extended family members. Just sense the love in that, the goodness in that. And then think of your friends and of everybody's friends, how friends always check in with each other and look after each other where they can and want to be there for each other and have each other's back wherever, whenever they can. Even sometimes when there's no energy in them left anymore, they're still there for each other. You're still there for each other. And feel the goodness in that. How we all really just want to look after each other. And then envision and sense all the hospitals and all the clinics and all the medical people and nurses that are in it with a good heart, that are trying to look after everyone who's sick. And feel the goodness in that. And then the teachers and everybody who works in schools. Just notice and feel the goodness in that. These people that are trying to give their knowledge to children and educate children to be loving, harmonious people. And notice the goodness in that. And then it's good to realize that wherever you are right now in your life, the house you have, the job you land, the place you live in, that probably it needed help of the people around you, of essential workers, people that look after your electricity, and drivers that bring you stuff, and the food that is provided through the shops, and the people that work in the shops, and the farmers that grow the food. All acts of goodness, of kindness to keep everyone going. And it's mostly done with kindness and with a real sense of how can I serve, how can I be of help. And then there's this whole range of office workers and business people, and there's so many beautiful initiatives to look after the earth and to work with climate change and to try and save the planet and to come up with ideas that will help people become better, to help people become happy and more at peace. Feel the goodness in that. I know so many beautiful people working hard to make this world a better place. So many acts of kindness, even right now when we're meditating. And then all the social workers and therapists, all these people that are tending to the world with love, with care, trying to help wherever they can. Feel the goodness in that. Sense it. Open yourself to it. And then there are all these other ways that we look after each other, even by stopping for a red traffic light so that someone else doesn't get hurt. Or when we wait in line and not bully ourselves forward. Or when we leave someone go first who is clearly in a hurry. Or when we stand up for someone who needs to sit down. All these acts of kindness that are there every day. Or when there's a disaster and people need help, and a lot of people putting their own lives in danger to help those that got stuck. Who work for hours on end or through nights and days just to try and save as many people as possible. All these acts of kindness, of goodness. Just feel them. They are here, they are happening every day, every moment. Millions of them. Again, right now too. So just rest in this field of goodness for a moment. And of course, not to forget nature. How the earth looks after us with providing food and nurturing, and how we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, and how the trees take in that carbon dioxide and give oxygen back to us. How we interbreathe with the trees, how it's one cycle, how everything is connected. We need each other. And we are so very connected. And relax into that knowledge, that knowing that we are all connected. All interdependent. How we all just want to be. How we all have this deep wish for connection and peace and happiness. No matter how we express it, it's there. It's there in all of us. It's what we were born with. We were born with that goodness, and sometimes life beats it out of us. But initially it's there, and it's still there even if we can't see it. So how it's important that we see it in ourselves, but also in those people that don't see it themselves anymore. How it's helpful if we can mirror their gold, their goodness back to them, to our children, to the people around us, to the people we love and the people we don't know. Even a kind gaze in someone's eyes or an act of kindness can just make such a big difference. So whenever you feel you're going through a hard time, don't just look for difficulty. Look for the helpers. Look for the acts of goodness. Look for the good. So that will help you navigate the dark times. not to try and pretend they're not there, but just to give you resources and see that there's more than just that. And you can just place a hand on your heart. And connect with that sense of love and care and goodness of all those acts, millions of acts of people from one to another in the world. And wish yourself and everyone well. And us meditating together right now is an act of goodness, because self-care is an act of goodness. Because then we can be there again for other people. We can be more loving towards our children and partners and the people we work with. And then you can slowly begin to come back into your body as well. And bring these loving feelings with you and share them freely with everyone around you in a moment. So may all of us connect with goodness. May all of us see the good in the world, in each other, and mirror our gold to each other. So when someone forgets, may you help them remember their gold, their goodness inside themselves. And mirror it back to them. And you can take a deeper breath. And gently exhale. Take another deeper breath. And open your eyes when you're ready. Okay, so I'll give you a moment to come back. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this meditation and that you'll remember to align yourself with that, to tune into that universe as well, that is here at the same time as everything else that's going on, and that we sometimes don't hear about so much in the news and everything, but it's still happening every moment, every time, day. So many acts of kindness. So I hope you're well, and I'll be back again next week on Monday, same time. For all of those of you who are here, we will plant a tree for you. That's the deal, and we're so very happy to do that because we now know how we interbreed with the trees, so it's important. And yeah, I'll see you all next week again. And for those of you tuning into this meditation later, thank you for meditating with me and spending your time with me. Namaste.